pitches are nicely laid out. This is the wastewater and water section. And looks like there's a recycling area there as well. There's like a shortcut down to the other end. You can get some big old vehicles on here. That's quite a large caravan. Our motorhome is 8 meters long and it fits on there with room to spare. The pictures seem fairly level, but obviously this one's got some ramps on there, so maybe not quite perfectly level. But I think most of them seem pretty level, so I'm not quite sure why that one's struggling so much. Very few of them seem to have ramps. So this one is obviously the larger amenity block. We'll have a quick look at that while we're here. And down here there's obviously more pictures off to our left, so it's obviously quite a large site. I will endeavour to find out exactly how many pictures there are here, but clearly it's quite a big site. There's more pictures down here. These look like these are sort of unisex type facilities here. Let's have a quick look in this one. Nice and clean, tidy. We have a dishwashing area here. Mondays they have a pizza van here. Saturdays they have a Chinese. Fridays they have fish and chips. This is the laundry room. The tumble dryer here. And a number of washing machines. Can't see the costs on the walls. Here we go. Tumble dryer, £1.15 minutes. Front washing machine 4 tokens, rinse and spin cycle 1 token, and the tokens are £1 each. So you need tokens, which means it might be difficult if the shop is closed. Baby and toddler washroom. That one's on a key code. Disabled toilet there, on probably one of these radar keys, I'd imagine. Chemical waste point. So this is the main amenity block. Sinks, urinals, washing areas. This is what I like to see. Showers with adjustable heads and adjustable temperature. Not all of them though. So it looks like, as in the other amenity block, they've got some fixed, although you can at least adjust the temperature, and one which is with the adjustable head, which is not too bad. So at the moment they're turning off the bollards at night as part of the Dark Skies initiative. We'll let you know how we get on with that. So if you're okay with steps, there's a shorter route up to the upper level. We have the motorhome service point here, and obviously somewhere you can get your fresh water as well. So we have an upper level there, so it looks like it's on 3 levels. The lower level we've just been to, this level here, then there's another level up there. So this looks like just a basic grass pitch. I can't see a hook up there, but they're going to know a lot of people are now looking for sites that have pictures without hookup. I know there is a hookup here, but I know more and more people are now trying to become self-sufficient due to the extra cost they're charging for electricity. If you look to your left there, you can see the lower levels quite a bit lower. And here we have the railway line. It's not a regular train line, it's obviously just one of these ones with occasional trains, like every few hours, so it's not going to cause you any issues, I shouldn't think, if you're camping here. And they don't seem to run after about 5 or 6 o'clock, so there shouldn't be any issues at night time trying to sleep. So there's not a great deal on this upper level. They're obviously trying to make best use of the site available to them. So this is one of the amenity blocks, and it's also like a mini museum. It's not a great deal to see here, but I'll take you inside and give you a quick look around. So when you first enter, you see you're confronted with some old looking caravans. So we have this one here, which is clearly very old. While we're in here, we have the ladies off to the left here, and the gents a little further on. And then we have a less ancient caravan, quite old, but nevertheless nowhere near as old as the other one. So this seemingly unremarkable caravan had a remarkable owner. It was purchased second-hand in 1998 by the Duke of Edinburgh. I gather he was a patron of the Caravan and Motorhome Club. Fairly basic here, but okay, there's 2 showers in this particular block, but what is nice to see is that you have controllable temperature, and on this one the controllable temperature and a movable head, which I find quite nice. So today is the 5th of May, it was King Charles III's coronation day. So it was inevitable that the weather wasn't going to be great, and it isn't. It's been raining most of the day, but nevertheless it's still been enjoyable. And if you don't like the stairs, you carry on down the ramp and go this way. So as far as I can see, there's nowhere inaccessible if you're in a wheelchair or don't like stairs. Here we are at the exit. Entrance to the right, exit to our left here. Full gate controlled, and they give you a key card to get in and out should you need to venture outside while you're here. Let's have a look at these notices. So this is the Saturday Chinese menu. I don't know if it's the same every Saturday. Then you've got the Friday fish and chips night. Nice fish and chips, a little bit on the pricey side, but there you go. And wood fried pizza oven on a Monday. So it looks like they've done everything on a Sunday. And they do sell calagas here, which again these days can be quite useful. Excuse the birds, making a bit of a racket. They also sell ice cream here. They have a little information kiosk here. Usual bits and pieces, a local map. We've got members' top tips here. All the local facilities here where you can visit, that sort of thing. Loads and loads of leaflets. Train fares, bus timetables, and even a little book library. So on the day we visited, it was King Charles III's coronation day, so there was lots of extra activity going on in the village. They had a large screen with a presentation blaring, so I've had to mute that. It was a lovely, relaxing environment. And the architecture there was really typical Cotswold, very pretty, very quaint. It's not a massive amount to see, but it was just, as I said, a nice environment. It's a fairly short walk out to the front of the site, and then I gather, about looking at this, I think that's the train station just there across the other side of the road. So you couldn't get much closer if you tried. Can't beat a good old-fashioned red Routemaster bus. It's so typically British. And they even have a typical British phone box here. Clearly there won't be a phone in there, but hey ho. While you're in Broadway, it'd be a great idea to visit the Gloucestershire-Warwickshire Railway. Hi there, we booked online.
That is your ticket, that's all you need, yeah.
Is that
All you need, yeah.
that's just that barcode, yeah?
Just use, yeah.
It operates steam and heritage diesel trains between Cheltenham Racecourse and Broadway. It's a 28-mile round trip. The railway is completely run by volunteers. It's been running since 1981. Volunteers have restored over 15 miles of line together with platforms, buildings, steam and diesel locomotives and rolling stock. Great place to visit. So this is the way to travel. First class, old-fashioned style, steam train. What more could you want? So here we are at Toddington, one of the stations on the GWSR railway line. So we got off here because when we got to Cheltenham, we asked the guard, or we call him, what there was to do there, and he said not a lot. He said Toddington's basically the place you want to go if you're going to visit, and we just have to work out our times now to be able to get back to Broadway before the last train, and the trains are fairly infrequent, to say the least, and it also depends on whether you want a steam train or a diesel train. So we hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, maybe you could click the like button. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them below.